On Wednesday, I baked a pie I didn't intend to share. Cherry with a lattice crust brushed in cream and sugar until it shone. It was the recipe I'd once saved for Easter Sundays and Christmas dinners. This time, it was just for me. I ate a slice on the porch while it cooled, knees covered with the wool blanket my late sister had knitted for me the winter before she passed. The street was quiet, save for the sound of a lawnmower 2 doors down. Around 4, a car pulled into Claire's driveway across the street. Erin's brother, Matt, stepped out carrying a box of wine and a tray of store-bought cookies. He didn't knock, just walked inside like he owned a corner of that home. Comfortable? Certain. I hadn't been invited there in months. The last time was my grandson Noah's birthday, when they sat me in the corner near the garage door. "So you'll be out of the way, Dad," Claire had said, like she was doing me a favor. Noah opened my gift, a carved wooden train set. Only after I'd left, I had once kept a drawer in my hall for the grandchildren. Little cars, notebooks, stickers, treasures I thought they'd be glad for. That day I emptied it, packed everything into a paper bag, and carried it to the curb with the recycling. It sat there for hours, untouched, just like me. That night, a message blinked on the answering machine. "Hey, Dad, Erin says she might have been short with you Sunday. She didn't mean anything by it. She was just tired. You know how family things are. Call me, all right?" I listened twice. Then I deleted it. Not saved. Deleted. I wouldn't build a museum of excuses anymore. At 7, someone knocked. For a split second I thought, but no. It was Henry from next door, holding a plastic tub of vegetable stew. He'd lost his wife last winter. Said he had too much food. We sat at my table, splitting pie and talking about his dog that kept digging under the fence. He laughed, and I found myself laughing with him. It startled me how much I needed that laugh. Later, I picked up a photo from the mantel. Claire at 9, missing a tooth, hair in uneven braids. I'd been her whole world then. I whispered, "I miss you, not the woman, the girl." Then I turned the photo face down. From my desk drawer, I pulled the envelope labeled legal. Inside, my will, my medical directives, the durable power of attorney Claire had signed when I slipped on the ice. 3 years ago, she'd never asked about it since. I sat with that paper in my lap a long while. Tomorrow, I'd see Monica again. But that night, I told myself goodbye to the family I thought I had. The next morning, Monica slid the power of attorney across her desk. "You want to revoke this?" "Yes." "Today." She peered at me over her glasses. "That's a big change." "I'm sure." She didn't press, just drew up the revocation papers and notarized them. My hand was steady when I signed. "This isn't revenge," I told her. "No," she said, "it's repair." We turned to my will. "Remove Claire as executor." "Remove her entirely." "You want to disinherit your daughter?" "Yes. She has a house, a job, a family. She's made it clear what matters to her. My savings won't buy my way back in." "Then who?" "I'm not sure yet. Maybe a professional. Executor. Maybe no one at all." "And the house?" "It goes to no one in the family. Sell it. The proceeds to the St. Mark's Veterans Shelter." Monica's eyebrows lifted. "That's where you stayed after the divorce?" "Yes. They kept me afloat when I had nothing." She nodded and began typing. When the new documents were ready, I signed them one by one, careful and deliberate. As I left, Monica touched my arm. "If you change your mind, I won't." That night, another message blinked. "Dad, what's going on?" "Erin says you're acting strange. Noah asked why you didn't say goodbye the other day." "We're worried?" I turned off the machine. They weren't worried. They were unsettled. There's a difference. The next day I called a locksmith, changed both doors, kept one key in my wallet, one in a fireproof box, one with Henry next door, and one in the bank deposit box. I slept deeper that night than I had in years. Saturday came with drizzle, soft and steady. I pulled on my boots and trimmed the roses. Each clip of the shears felt like reclaiming something. At noon, I went to the credit union, asked to see the manager. "I'd like to remove an authorized user," I said. "Name?" "Claire Donovan." "Your daughter?" "Used to be." The woman hesitated. "Do you want to revoke all access?" "Erase it," I said. Her fingers hovered, then typed. "Done." I walked out lighter, as if the weight had finally shifted off my chest. At home, I opened the fireproof box, pulled out Claire's birth certificate. I didn't destroy it, just placed it in a folder marked History and stored it in the back of the filing cabinet. That night, I drew a line through her name in my address book. Wrote a new one under M. Monica Reyes, attorney, probate, and estate. I slept with the windows open, rain whispering against the roof. By Thursday, I was sitting in the office of Charles Kent, the real estate lawyer Monica recommended. "I want to put the house in a trust," I told him. "No family access, now or ever." "A living trust is simple enough," he said. "You'll remain trustee and beneficiary. Upon your passing, the trust distributes where you decide. To the veterans shelter, in full. No family inheritance?" "No." He didn't push, just wrote. We worked for hours drafting the documents. When they were finished, he slid a binder across the table. "This is your trust packet. Keep it safe." I thanked him and stopped by the bakery on Main. Bought myself a lemon tart. Ate it in the car, sunlight warming my knees through the windshield. For the first time in years, I felt whole. That evening, Claire's car pulled into my driveway. She knocked. Called through the door. "Dad, please, I don't understand." "You changed the locks, blocked my number. Just talk to me." I sat on the couch silent. After a while, she left. I watched her tail lights fade. Then I poured myself tea. No sugar, no milk, my mother used to say. If they don't hear you softly, they'll hear your silence louder. On Friday, I walked through each room of the house with a notepad. In the guest room, the old dresser, Claire, once refused because it was too dated. In the hallway, a cross-stitch for my sister, "Peace lives here." In the back room, Claire's old curtains still patterned with stars. I sat on the edge of the bed and looked out at the maple tree I'd planted the year she was born. Its branches swayed in the wind, heavy with leaves. The house wasn't to blame. I'd loved it faithfully for 40 years. But soon it would belong to someone else. And that was right, because when the time came, I wanted the answer to be clear. Not, why is he still alive? But he lived on his own terms after all.